Hey everyone, TimaeuSS. Welcome to another Artery Gear video. So Artery Gear has been out for 2 weeks now. It launched on the 14th of June 2022. So now we're July 1st or 1st of July 2022, and we have the first report from Sensor Tower in terms of the revenue. So again, this is an estimation. We don't know how much the devs are actually making, but it is a fair estimate as we compare it to other gacha games in the same space. So essentially, in the span of 2 weeks, Artery Gear Fusion has received $2 million in revenue, which is quite big. If you compare it to the JP launch, I do believe JP launch also received or got 2 million. However, JP went through insane marketing. It had VTubers, V-singer groups, live streams, and all that stuff. So for Artery Gear to reach that number without any, active marketing, in my opinion, I think that's really amazing. And of course, this is before the Ryza collab. We've only really had the Shura start, as well as the Sirius banner, which I think some people spent money, and the Nina banner, which I don't know if everyone pulled on the banner because we knew the collab was coming, right? But I think for the longevity of the game, 2 million in 2 weeks is quite good. Again, for a game that barely did any advertisement. And if we look at the breakdown from another site, AppMagic, I don't think it's as reliable as Artery Gear, Sensor Tower, but it includes data from South Korea. So as you know, the game actually launched globally, and it also has a Korean server. So we had CN initial launch back in 2020 or 2019, a year ago. So it must be 2020. And then JP launched shortly after. It was 2021, near the end of 2021. And then we had Taiwan launch, which was 2 or 3 months in advance before global. And then, of course, now global launched with the Korean server on the same day. So quite insane in terms of the revenue, I think. So this data here accounts for the South Korea. Of course, I think they're quite heavy spenders over there. So adding it together, the United States one, South Korea, Japan only now makes up 6% of the revenue, right? So if we extrapolate, it's about 400. Oh, no thanks, bot. If we extrapolate, 10% is 500,000, 6% just about 300,000. Which makes sense looking at the old JP number. So I think this number is not that far off. So if we really consider if we consider South Korea and the rest of the world combined, I don't think CN is part of the graph because CN would be bigger than JP at 12%. It should be double. But if we combine these, 5 million, over 5 million is a lot, right? And going back 2 weeks, 2 million for a game that has barely any advertisement. Insane. So I have very positive outlook for this game, and I think this game will do well, especially with GVG announced. We should be getting GVG hopefully after the Madoka collab in CN, so we can see what's happening. And the devs also said RTA is coming, right? So with all these things combined, I think the game will do very well. So there are a few things that the game needs to address. I think for the free-to-play players, the income. But if you plan ahead, I think it's not as bad if you have average luck. But the stamina is really difficult for free-to players to get ahead, to farm gears and whatnot, right? It almost turns into a side game because you're just farming for a bit and then you're locking off. However, I know for a fact because I played JP, the stamina issue does get resolved, or not resolved, but improved much later on. The stamina issue does improve a lot later on because of the raid game mode that's coming up, as well as the guild bosses that you get to fight. I have more videos on this once we get more information, but do excuse my I'm stumbling on words here because yesterday I had a pretty rough night with the baby getting up several times, so lack of sleep and of course work, so do excuse if I'm jumping all over the place. But anyhow, very excited for this. 2 weeks, 2 million, beyond my expectations. I think we can hit, judging by this number, probably 6 million total across the global server as well as the South Korean server. So I've great things, and this is only just Android, right? This is only Google Play numbers. So I've great things to look forward to in Auto Gear, and I'll be here with you guys to witness it. So yeah, thank you so much, and this is TimaeuSS. I'll see you guys in the next video.